slowly, so that I might not disturb the old man's sleep. It took me an hour to place my whole head within the opening, so far I could see him as he lay upon his bed. Oh, would a madman have been so wise as this? And then, when my head was well in the room, I undid the lantern cautiously. Oh, so cautiously, for the hinges creaked. I undid it so much that a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. And this I did for 7 long nights, every night, just at midnight. But I found the eye always closed, and so it was impossible to do work. For it was not the old man that so vexed me, but his evil eye. And every morning, when day broke, I went boldly into the chamber and spoke courageously to him, called him by name in a hearty tone, inquiring how he had passed the night. So you see, he would have been a very profound old man indeed to suspect that every night just at 12 I looked in on him while he slept. Upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. A watch's big hand was more potent than I did mine. Never before that night had I felt the extent of my own powers, my sagacity. I could scarcely contain my feelings of triumph to think that there I was, opening the door little by little, and he not even touching me on my secret deeds or thoughts. I chuckled at the idea, perhaps he heard me, for he moved on the bed suddenly as he started. Made things worse. No, his room was black as pitch, with a thick darkness and shutters closed, fastened to robbers. So I knew that they could not see me open the door. I had my head in, about to open the lantern, when my thumb slipped upon the thin fastening. The old man sprang up in bed, crying out, Who's there?" I kept quite still and said nothing. The whole hour I did not move a muscle, and in the meantime, I had seen him lie down. He was still sitting up in the bed, listening, just as I was at night, hearkening to the death watches in the wall. Presently I heard a slight groan, and I knew it was the groan of mortal terror. It was not a groan of pain. Oh no, it was the slow, stifled sound that arises from the bottom of the soul when overcharged with awe. I knew the sound well. One night, just at midnight, when all the world slept, it was welled up to my own bosom, deeper than the echo. The terrors that distracted me, I say, knew it well. I knew what the old man felt, and even although I felt it, I knew that he had been waiting ever since the first slight noise when he had turned in the bed. His fears had ever since grown upon him. He had been trying to fancy them causeless. He had been saying to himself, nothing but the wind in the chimney. It is only a mouse crossing the floor, or it is merely a cricket which has made a sing the truth. Yes, he'd been trying to comfort himself with all the suppositions that he had found, all in vain, because death, in approaching him, had stalked with all his black shadow before him, and enveloped the victim, and it was the mournful influence of the unperceived shadow that had caused him to feel, although he neither saw nor heard, feel the presence of my head within the room. When I had waited a long time, very patiently, without hearing him lie down, I resolved to open the room. Very little crevice in the lantern, so I opened it. You cannot imagine how stealthily until the length of a simple dim ray, like the thread of a spider, shot out from the crevice and fell upon the vulture eye. It was open, wide open. I grew furious as I gazed upon it. I saw it with perfect distinctness, all of dull blue, with a hideous veil over it, chilled the very marrow of my bones, but I could see nothing else of the old man's face or person, for I had directed the ray as if by instinct, precisely upon the damned spot. Have I not told you that what you mistake for madness is the whole that you mistake for sense? Now I say, there to be my sound which you want to listen to know. I knew the sound well too. It was of the old man's heart. It increased my fury, as the beating of a drum stimulates a soldier into courage. But even yet I was afraid and kept still. Breathed, I held the lantern motionless. But how steadily I maintained the ray upon me. Meantime, the hellish tattoo of the heart increased. It grew quicker and quicker, and louder every instant. The old man's terror must have been it grew louder. I say louder every moment. You mark me well, I have told you that I am nervous. So I am. Now, the dead hour of night, amid the dreadful silence of the whole house, so strange a noise has excited me to a horrible terror. Yet, for some minutes longer I refrained and stood still. But the beating of it grew louder and louder. I thought my heart must burst. Now a new anxiety seized me. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. The old man's hour had come. With a loud yell, I threw open the lantern and leapt into the room. He shrieked once only. In an instant, I dragged him to the floor and shook him heavy and deadly. And he smiled gaily to find the deed so far done. But for many minutes, with a muffled sound. This, however, did not vex me. It would not be heard through the wall. At length it ceased. The old man was dead. I removed the bed and examined the corpse. Yes, he was stone dead. I placed my hand upon the heart and held it there many minutes. There was no pulsation. He was stone dead. His eye would trouble me no more. If you still think me mad, you might think so no longer. I tried to apply the precautions I took to the concealment of the body. The night waned and I waited patiently, but in silence. First of all, I dismembered the corpse, cut off the head, the arms, and the legs. Then took up 3 planks from the flooring in the chamber and deposited it all between the scantlings. Then we placed the board so cleverly, so cunning, that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. There was nothing to wash out, no stain of any kind, no blood, spot, whatever. I had been too wary for that. A tub had caught all. When I had made an end of all these labors, it was 4 o'clock, still dark as midnight. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking at the street door. I went down to open it with a light heart for what I had for now. There entered 3 men who introduced themselves. But quickly, as their neighbor bringing up suspicion of foul play. Information had been lodged by the police office, and they, the officers, had been departed to search the premises. I smiled. What had to fear? I bade the gentleman welcome. The street guy said was my home screen. The old man, I mentioned, was absent. I took my visitors all over the house. I bade them search. Search well, I told them. At length, I showed them his treasures, secure and undisturbed. In the enthusiasm of my confidence, I brought chairs into the room and desired them to rest from their fatigues, while I myself, in the wild audacity of my perfect triumph, placed my own seat upon the very spot beneath which was lowered the corpse of the victim. The officers were satisfied by my convinced them I was simply at ease. They sat while I answered cheerily. They chatted trivial things. But ere long, I felt myself pale. Just to the my head ached. Should have been in my ears. But still, they sat. The rings became more distinct. The music became more distinct. I talked to them. It was a feeling, but it continued to gain ridiculous. I found that the noise was in my ears. But then, no doubt, I grew very